name is Derek Turner, and I'm doing a reflection piece for my final portfolio for my advanced exploratory writing class. The reflection essay would address what works you included for the portfolio and why, what assignment did you do particularly well on in the course, what specific revisions you made from one draft to another, and where you are as a writer and what areas do you still need to work on, anything else you want me to know about your work and or the class. For the first question I will be addressing is what works you included for the portfolio and why. For the portfolio, I used the abstract and the place-based essay for my final portfolio. The reason why I picked the abstract is because it was talking about what I would like to talk about during a pandemic for sports. So I did well with shifting the verb tense to the future form, and I did and covered many dimensions of the sports experience, from player change behavior to the fans having to wait to be spectators and more. For the place-based essay, I touch bases on the Laurel Valley, where I revisit for a field trip for my class. And I was told to pretty much tell my story from beginning to end. Like from beginning to where I arrived to the Laurel Valley plantation until when I left from the workers' quarters. So in between that, I'm just pretty much talking about step by step what I did, what I seen, and reflecting back on memories that I had growing up, which I did a pretty good job on. The next question is, what assignment did you do particularly well on in the course? My best essay I wrote would be the audio essay. Pretty much I talked about how COVID-19 had an impact on high school sports. So I did interviews from female players to male players to the coaching staff, and they pretty much told their story on how COVID really made an impact for basketball. So that was one of the assignments I really did well on. The specific revisions for the abstract that I came across was pretty much comma splices, explaining more on what I mean, and just incorrect spelling. And that was mainly it for the abstract. But for the place-based essay, some revision that I had to work on was possessives, punctuation, using verb tense correctly, making words plural, comma splices, run-ons. Were some key things that I needed to go back and revise. Like for example, one of the revisions that I had to do was I walked from by the chicken coop and walked towards 3 pigs. I never seen pigs that big. They were black, huge, old, and smelly. So with that little portion, basically I was asked to describe the walk to the pen and perhaps set up the pen. I pretty much give a good description of what I seen. Adding had after I never had seen. Comma splices and having a pause. Working on that pause and having a pause instead of it being a run-on sentence. As a writer, I feel like I am at a good place after taking this course. I know especially what I need to work on to become a better writer, which would be mainly comma splices and working on kind of pausing instead of just having to run-on sentences. But overall, I did good in the course. I still need work on keeping my memories flowing, keeping my ideas flowing into a good paragraph, not jumping all over the place, and grammar. But other than that, I enjoyed the course. Dr. Moran was a real good instructor, and that's my reflection on my essay.